Viewer discretion is advised.
Hey everybody, welcome back to Mobile Images Red. I'm Mike, also known as Mobile Images Red on Twitter, and Mystery Oceans on Instagram.
I'm Alan, also known as Saint Alan James on Instagram.
Yeah, we just got out of Godzilla, King of the Monsters, and we're going to give you guys just like a kind of a spoiler breakdown, a quick reactionary shot to it. I want to go full spoilers right away, but what'd you think of the movie, Alan?
I liked the movie. In the beginning, I was like a little iffy.
Yeah, right?
Like, just a little bit, because it sort of started the way
Transformers 2, kind of.
Yeah, and I was like, ooh, this might be a little too cartoony.
Yeah.
But then it just picked up and got really good. And then, like, Godzilla was dope.
Yeah, I feel like the action was, like, once it started, like, I was in the same boat as you two. I was like, oh, okay. I even left to the bathroom, like, I was like, normally I'm, like, on the edge of my seat. But then once it started picking up and it went balls to the wall, like, it went crazy. It was, like, all the monsters were, like, all going crazy.
And in the other Godzilla, the 2014, we had like 11 minutes of Godzilla. And
yeah,
this one
15 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah, and this one I don't know how much Godzilla we got, but it feels like a lot more.
Oh yeah, and this one, yeah, they used any chance he could, like when Ghidorah was gonna attack the Argo, the giant ship, and like Godzilla came up out of the water, like and the jump scares this time too.
That was dope. It looked like a shark attacking its prey. Or something.
Like when he came up out of the water, kind of like an arc.
Yeah, it was super cool.
So what do you think what would you say the movie was about? So,
I mean, the movie is just about a crazy eco-terrorist.
Honestly. Right, you feel like that was kind of shoehorned in, right?
Yeah, like, I mean, when she started saying what her plan was, I was like, this plan doesn't make any sense. But then they started showing how the radiation... It just still doesn't make sense because radiation doesn't...
Oh, yeah. When she showed that little shot of how San Francisco and Las Vegas are basically fucked after.
Yeah, but then they got better because like somehow radiation made it better, which doesn't make sense. But in this universe they're building, I guess it can. I don't care.
Well, I mean, do they just leave cities once they're fucked up? Do they just like, hey, abandon them? Because this one got a whole bunch of cities got fucked up in this one.
Well, in this one there's nothing they can do because with Godzilla and his radiation, like, you can't go back to Washington after that. You have to wait a lot of time. It's like dropping a nuke. You can't just go back.
Yeah, because I just watched the first one the other day, so there was a lot of callbacks to it. Like the watch was like the watch stopped clicking for Serizawa. Like it was his dad's watch from when the nuke went off in Japan, and so it's like that's what they kind of they play like jokes to it, and he's like, I need to get a new watch. Yeah. But let's go right full spoilers. Okay, well, I think that movie was really good. I would suggest to anybody if you guys just want to duck out of this without spoilers first.
Yeah, I would suggest that too. I thought the movie was good. I would definitely recommend to watch it. I think you should watch it in theaters just because. Oh,
how big the scale!
Yeah, you really get to, like, movies like this are just fun in theaters. You're not walking in there like watching some movie that's about to win
like Citizen Kane.
You're not watching movie of the year. You're just watching two big ass monsters fight each other, destroying the world. So you got to watch that in the biggest screen possible.
Who do you think was what's the group's favorite monster? Who do you think was the best?
I mean, it's definitely Godzilla. It's definitely Godzilla. But you know what? I did like Rodan a lot.
Rodan?
Too.
I like Mothra a lot in this.
I like Mothra a lot, but I like Mothra in every movie, bro. Like, Mothra is just cool. Like,
I feel kind of like Ghidorah. Like he obviously was the main fight, but I feel like he was kind of a punk a little bit.
Nah, he was
like, well, at least two of the heads, because they all have different personalities. Like,
yeah, I know, but King Ghidorah was just kicking everyone's ass in that movie. Godzilla's lucky he got that power up.
Well, he was whooping his ass before they did Oxygen Destroyer on him.
No, yeah, but
and the Oxygen Destroyer is the bomb from the first Godzilla movie that they used to kill Godzilla.
Is it really?
Oh, yeah, so that's why it's like the Oxygen Destroyer created Destroya, which is the movie that Godzilla debuts his burning mode. Which Nick says they die after he gets to that point, which is true. It's what happens to Godzilla. But I guess because she sprinkled some Mothra onto him.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Yeah. Like the movie didn't. Like, it's not like it was like a power up, but it was a power up with Mothra like ashed onto him. But yeah, I mean, I think he was being King Ghidorah in the water because that's Godzilla's element.
Yeah. He was whooping him in the
water.
What
is Ghidorah? He doesn't have any arms. He just has wings.
Wings, yeah.
What are wings gonna do in the water?
Yeah, he was always not trying to be in the water. Like Godzilla would like fight you in the water.
Yeah, because that's where Godzilla wants to fight.
Bro, when they all started fighting at the end, Godzilla, Ghidorah, and Rodan and Mothra, that part was so sick. Yeah, it was like. Because you're like you want to watch one part, it's like kind of like it's like Endgame where you're seeing it all, but you're only focusing on the characters you want. This is like you're like, fuck, which one do I watch?
and Mothra had Godzilla's back too. Mothra went out like a G.
Yeah.
I thought I thought it was at least gonna spit silk at the
King
Ghidorah,
right,
but she just took it.
Yeah.
They just got obliterated.
Oh yeah, right at that scene. Well, I think it's just because you realize maybe I can use my dead body to heal you. Because I think this movie follows the rules of Godzilla. Like if you know all the other Godzilla movies before, that's why it's like people were probably confused. Like what the fuck is this sprinkle shit? Like,
yeah, it definitely wasn't that trash from was it 98 or something? 97?
I don't know. I stand by that movie.
Nah,
I love
terrible.
that movie. I mean, I can understand, but it spawned a great animated series. But
I did like that cartoon a lot.
It was good. It was really drawn. It was really drawn well.
Yeah.
But I think everything was back in the day. But yeah, let's look back to Godzilla, King of the Monsters. Oh.
And then they talked about Skull Island.
Oh yeah, they showed a lot about it.
Yeah,
Yeah, they even showed Kong from behind.
Yeah,
he
so
was
that's
much
cool.
bigger.
You got to make him bigger.
Yeah, he was much bigger.
It's like I was telling you in the theater when Godzilla's standing in the water and he's standing,
Mm-hmm.
He's in the ocean. You know how deep the ocean is. He's not with his body up and his torso up and just kicking his little feet.
Yeah, splashing.
You know?
Yeah. You don't see
and
that?
then power and shooting into the air. You know,
This is the world's best egg beater. That's what they call it. But okay, so yeah, dude. Honestly, once it goes, it's pretty balls to the wall. It's like super sick, and I liked all the monster effects. Everything was on point.
You know, it was funny when Rodan comes out of the volcano and then they start shooting missiles at him. I'm like, bro, he literally just lived in lava for millions of years.
But didn't we just establish that if you stand down from these monsters, they kind of hook you up?
Yeah,
so they're like, oh no, that one, shoot it. Because they didn't shoot at Godzilla. They were like, okay, stand down.
Yeah, like King Ghidorah was the only one you really had to shoot at because King Ghidorah didn't give a fuck. He was just trying to kill everyone.
Because they said he was an alien, so he wasn't about the ecosystem.
No, he wasn't. He was like trying to terraform the planet.
Bro, when they showed the Godzilla's temple, they showed like there were giant statues of humans, but there was also giant statues of Godzilla holding spears.
I saw that.
I was like, that's so cool.
It reminded me of the toys you get in the 90s.
Yeah, right? Like I think he does at one point probably hold a spear, so it's like they wouldn't have built that if they didn't, at some point.
he can't. He reminded me too when Godzilla was fighting, he would clench his fist and he would like shake his head. It reminded me of like a puppy getting angry.
I like how
I was like, Godzilla's kind of cute too.
Yeah, right. In this one, yeah, all the animals were very animal-like. I liked that. Because they threw Hollow Earth theory into there, but they didn't do it because I guess they do it in Kong Skull Island, but this one they didn't do it like it was some weird mad science that didn't make sense. They were like, okay, let's just try to like yes, I know it's a little bit of a stretch, but let's do it and let's try to make it seem like at least and not just call back the same thing with the orca. I kept thinking it was gonna be like a MacGuffin type thing the whole movie, what is this orca but it ended up being something cool that drove the plot along.
Yeah.
Because the monsters actually, I like the whole alpha pitch, which is like something that animals. But they're all like, because they all wanted to be alpha, so they're all like, fuck this pitch, this noise.
You know what? When we were watching it too, and King Ghidorah and Godzilla were fighting, the only thing I thought was like, man, that would have been cool if all the monsters were surrounding him watching them fight. Yeah. And then at the end of the movie, all the monsters.
Yeah, they were right there, so they probably were watching. They were like, let's see who's gonna because Ghidorah was, I guess, he was calling everybody to him, and that's why Rodan showed up on the mountain to give praise to the alpha.
That was tight too, how he just flooded every city he went to.
Oh, bro, he creates storms when he goes with them. That's something it's kind of hard to say that, he's got a magical power of creating storms, but that's what he does. He brings storms with him. So they were like, they were tracking the storm system. He disappeared in the storm system. It's like, no, he is that storm system.
And Rodan was dope. That's why I like Rodan so much too, because when he flew, he's so
spinning
big.
Around
he's just so big. He just destroyed the town in Mexico. That was
I thought you were talking about that scene where he was fighting the jets when he was spinning around and
that was cool
flicking
too.
them and shit, fucking them up.
And then the one guy ejected straight to his
mouth.
Bro,
I think of all these movies, if any of these monsters were to get a single movie, I think the one that I would want to see the most is Mothra. I don't know, something about it with him pinned against that building.
I wouldn't want to watch.
I want to see a Mothra movie.
You know what I was thinking? I was like, they should give us a prequel about Godzilla's temple and how that.
I think that's what they were talking about. The director came out saying that he's like, I would love to do a prequel to this.
Yeah, because once they went down there and went to his temple, I was like, wow, that's the story I want to see.
That's why I think it's important that we're kind of doing a review right now too, because it's getting shat on by Rotten Tomatoes. It's an alright movie. It's decent. It works for it. Yeah, but it's but it's gonna affect the box office. So it's we gotta just basically be positive.
I don't think it is, because I think you're either gonna watch Godzilla or you're not gonna watch Godzilla. I don't think you're gonna look at it and what did it probably
I
get? Probably
think
like a 50. You're not gonna be like, oh,
yeah.
Rotten Tomatoes gave
Yeah,
Godzilla a 50.
yeah.
Like,
well, yeah, because it's Godzilla. You already
it's
think about it.
Godzilla. You're like, I'm just
But
gonna watch two monsters fight
I think this movie, the fault in it is that it's like too deep into the lore. Like it plays by the lore rules.
Well, you
so
really,
like,
you really have to know Godzilla.
So.
What I like about it a lot too is Godzilla is like very much a character in it too. Like kind of in the other one because he's only onto his 11 minutes.
They all were. Fucking Ghidorah had so much personality.
But it showed their personalities. It would zoom into Godzilla's face too because like the other ones like he's barely in those movies.
Yeah.
So he's not really a character. The movies are Godzilla movies, but the humans are the main characters. But this one, it was like, they showed a lot of Godzilla's face.
It was a good interaction between both casts. So, let's just cut this like right here.
Right.
But that was pretty good. I liked it. I think we're all in consensus. It was pretty dope.
I liked it.
I mean, it's like it's a fun movie. So it's like as long as you're not taking it too seriously. And I mean, it's kind of like, I wouldn't say brush up on your Godzilla knowledge beforehand, but it would help. I mean, they're cool movies. It's giant monster movies. Why don't you watch it?
Like 20 movies.
At least watch some Mothra movies.
Yeah, watch some. Watch the ones. Just watch Mothra.
King Ghidorah because they called him Monster Zero. That was his first American name.
I was gonna say watch Mothra. Watch the first King Ghidorah, and then watch a Rodan movie.
Yeah,
because those are the three monsters. So you don't need to
watch. There's movies with all three of them in them. Yeah. All right then. You guys, thank you for tuning in to Mobile Images Red. I'm Mike. You know where to reach me. And
I'm Alan. All right, guys. Have a good one.
All right. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks. Bye.
Bye.
Thanks.